All right, so answering this question of too many new patients slash burnout. This is a nurse practitioner with a virtual practice, does autoimmune stuff, and she's asking about funnels and the thought of more is not what she wants. How do practitioners deal with massive influx? And then she's like, do you also sell your course as your main revenue source? So I'm gonna make a video. This is not a common question. It's usually not how do I turn off the spigot of new patients. It's usually I don't have enough. But this is one worth making a video about because there's basically two paths that this person can go down. So I'm gonna kind of sketch a little bit here. So a couple things. One, I know that the fastest path to cash is talking to people, right? So that's you just have to understand that you know to make a lot of money, you talk to a lot of people, and it becomes a volume game. But if she's so tired of taking all the discovery calls, option one, and there's two in the functional medicine space. There's two, from what I can tell, two really big names out there. I'm not going to mention names, but they have health coaches that sit underneath them that take all the calls. So they are the talking head, they are the brand, they are the face behind the whole thing. But then you book a discovery call and you're talking to somebody else. You're talking to a health coach. So you take your volume and you give it to all these health coaches that sit underneath the main talking head. I don't teach this model because I don't do it. I don't teach anything that I don't already do. I don't talk about that. I don't train on it. That's a model but for me, I don't want to have more staff, more chaos, more drama, more confusion. I just don't want that. I've been there, done that. It's not interesting to me. So, but it's an option. So that's option one, is just hire a team of health coaches that take all the calls. Okay, option two is, yeah, you sell a course. So like you could, you do sell your courses, your main revenue. I have a lot of courses, but what you do is you take your autoimmune protocol. Now it could be different for everybody. Like for me, it's my framework of sensitivities, deficiencies, and toxicities in conjunction with a 90-day cell detox, in conjunction with my book, which is the master food list that they choose from, the toxins to avoid, the hidden sugars to avoid, intermittent fasting, exercise, their tracking journal, everything is in that book in conjunction with some lab testing. So we straighten out their lifestyle. Okay, we take the pressure off the gut, the immune system, all that stuff. All right, so you take your clinical protocol and you bundle it into a case fee, a package, a protocol of some sorts that you sell. You sell that. Now, here's the tricky part, and this is just my experience and it's my kind of opinion on it all. Um, you got to structure this thing. Unless you're Russell Brunson, unless you are really skilled at moving moving the masses at the end of a webinar. You're gonna have to charge something in the neighborhood of 1K or less. So you're gonna have to be less than $1,000 to sell something at the end of something, whether it's a master class, whether it's a challenge, a course, mini master class, whatever it is, right? It's gonna take because again, if you can book discovery calls like these things right here, you can charge more, right? I would say anything above $1,000 is going to take a call. But if you can structure your protocol, your autoimmune protocol, to be under 1,000, then that takes you out of the equation. So now then you can just focus on the marketing and closing the packages, the bundles at, let's say, $997 or something along those lines. But I just, unless you're really, really, really good at webinars and closing people and moving masses, you want to keep it under, it's kind of it's a gray area in the internet marketing space. It's a gray area, but my mentors and a lot of people that I follow, they say kind of that fine line is like $1,000. Anything above that is going to be medium to higher ticket, and it's going to take a call. It's going to take you talking to somebody, filling in the gaps, solving the problems. But if you can have something smaller than that, that is more automated, more evergreen, then $1,000 isn't getting me on the phone. That's for dang sure. So it's just gonna, selling a lot of these through either a webinar, but what I teach mainly is a challenge. Okay, so take your webinar, like for me and mine used to be about 45, 50 minutes, and then just chop that sucker up into a series of maybe 8 to 10 minute videos. So instead of, because people don't watch webinars, they don't watch long form stuff anymore. Everybody's got ADHD. They're bouncing over here. They're bouncing over on TikTok. They're bouncing on Instagram. They're going to scroll. Attention is today's currency. Keeping somebody long enough to get to your call to action, right? So that's why I say don't, because I've looked at my Wistia metrics. When I look at my videos and how long somebody watches, if you look at, let's say this is a graph, everybody starts out here. And then it's like, okay, everybody's on. And then now we're 10 minutes into this thing. Now we're 20 minutes into this thing. Now we're 30 minutes into this thing. And then by here, you got like 5 people left who actually get to your call to action. And now you got to send these dang emails forever because you lost most of your crowd. So what I do is you take that long webinar, you chop it up into 8-minute videos, consumable, bite-sized consumable stuff, and I hand deliver it through email and through text. Hey guys, here's module 1, here's module 2, here's module 3. So over the course of a week, you're breaking down KLT. You're breaking down know, like, and trust. There's so much stuff out there, so much garbage, so much scammy stuff that you have to take a week and portray yourself as the autoimmune specialist, the expert, the go-to doctor to help reverse this problem, solve this problem, show them, provide value. Like during my 5-day challenges and stuff, it's value based. I have to position myself as the go-to specialist so that at the end of that thing, they're like, hey, I got to do this. You've shown me enough that I'd be stupid to not do this $9.97 thing, which is maybe some lab work, maybe it's a book, it's a membership course to log into. My membership portal for patients is basically a dolled up report of findings. It's a glorified report of findings so that they know how to interpret their labs when they come back, right? It's just another method of taking me out of the equation so I don't have to handle so many questions on the back end. So now let's just take this one step further because I've said this in other videos and I just want to hammer this point home. But you have your landing page opt-in, right? And I got my diabetes one running. I got my weight loss one running right now. You have your landing page. People come into it. You run ads into it, weight loss ads, diabetes ads, whatever. And then it's maybe for in this case it's autoimmune. You run autoimmune ads. Obviously, this person's got their marketing figured out because they have too much going on. But then what you do is you put a $47 something or a $97 something or a $27 something very low ticket to offset your ad spend. Right? You've seen this framework before if you've watched any of my other videos. But these 47, these low ticket things for my niche launch challenge, if you've been through that, you've seen a $97 VIP upgrade. So I have a lot of VIP stuff, a lot of upgrade on thank you pages, and then they're off to the challenge, off to my Facebook group and different things. But these 47s, these 97s, they negate the ad spend. They wipe out my ad spend. So now, because Doc's asking, Doc, what should I spend on marketing? Should I spend $20 a day, $30, $50, $100 a day? If you can negate your ad spend, you have no budget. The bottleneck becomes how much money do you have in the bank? How much money do you want to put into the machine, right? Because again, I've said this a million times, but doing some fuzzy math, let's say autoimmune, if I go on Google, autoimmune is, and the autoimmune conditions, lupus, MS, rheumatoid, celiac, Crohn's, Hashimoto's, they all hang right around $1 a click. If you look at, there's a Chrome extension called Keywords Everywhere that gives you kind of ballpark, okay, this niche versus that niche versus, weight loss is going to be the most expensive type thing. Autoimmune, you're going to hang right around $1 a click. So if I give Google $100, they're going to give me roughly 100 visitors of people searching autoimmune or searching Hashimoto's or lupus or MS. They're going to give those 100 visitors to me, to this landing page. And if I get 30% to opt in, okay, I hopefully get more because I dangle a pretty strong lead magnet right there. But 100 people to come into, the challenge, 4-day challenge, 5-day challenge, whatever it might be, 30 people to opt in. And if I can get 10%, right? 3 of these 30 to give me, let's say, a 47. What do I do? 47, so let's call it 50, made $150 by giving Google 100. So I've wiped out my ad spend. Now, meanwhile, I have 30 people. I can take 30 swings at my $9.97 product, my 90-day autoimmune reversal program, right? Whatever it is, whatever you call your program. I can take 30 swings at this for free because I have some low ticket stuff that wipes out my ad spend. So that is the framework and that is the model that I would run with if Burnout is becoming an issue if you're finding yourself talking to, so many people that you're just, kind of over it. And I've been there. Like there have been mornings where I'll take 10, 12 calls before noon, and I'll have a $10,000 morning. But at the end of the day, it's like, you kind of get, it doesn't even really become about the money anymore. It's like, okay, it becomes about your time. You just want to try and buy back your time. And I think following this type of model, you can get your time back. This model, yeah, you can delegate it, right? You can delegate it to some other people to take the calls for you, but then you got payroll, you got headaches. This becomes less of a headache because you're still a one-man operation, still a one-man show. You're just repackaging your protocol in the form of a course and a bundle that you send them. Like for me, I send everything in the mail. Like I have my book, my 2 test kits, boom, there it is. They test themselves from home because it's finger prick and hair analysis that I do. They send it in, I get the results. And then they have the membership portal that walks them through how to analyze their findings, how to read the graph, once they get the labs back. I send them the labs and they're on their own. And then I give them support. If they have a question, they can reach out. But, so it will cut down on the discovery calls, right? And I would say early on, if you're a new practitioner getting into this functional medicine space, take the calls. I tell that, take the calls, take the free calls, take everything. You need swings, you need at-bats, and you need to talk to people, and I've always said the fastest path to cash is talking to human beings. But at a certain point, it gets a little overwhelming, and you want to kind of scale back a little bit. So then in which case there are different methods and different frameworks and, pathways to get the same job done, get that patient the clinical outcome that they want. Because at the end of the day, that's all they want. They have the problem, you have the solution, but maybe you just need to repackage the whole thing and deliver it through a more automated evergreen process. So, all right, I'm rambling. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, chime in below. I'll put more links to my stuff below. I'll put access to, I just did an accelerator masterclass on that. And I also have my software stuff, which again is I have my, inside the software, I have the 2 challenges. So I have my diabetes challenge and I have my functional weight loss challenge. So you would see how I do my entire challenge from start to finish, like day 1, day 2, day 3, all that, how that's all mapped out, how I do my VIP upgrades, how you close these, how you basically create a little stack of offer on that, these VIPs, so that negates your ad spend. And you would see my entire challenge from start to finish, and you would create your own, right? If you have an autoimmune or if you have thyroid or diabetes, well, I have the diabetes one, but if you do a niche that I don't do, then you just take your lengthy run-on webinar that other gurus teach, and you chop that sucker up and you drip it out, not in a Facebook group, you drip it out through email and through text. That's what I do, and it's highly, highly effective because with Facebook and stuff, a lot of things get blunted when you're talking about health stuff. If you try running a series of videos in a Facebook group, you're gonna fight the algorithm, and not too many people are gonna see it. So you want to hand deliver it through email, and then you follow it up with a text. Hey Mary, module number 1 is ready. Go check your email or click this link. So I do email, text. That's how I deliver this entire challenge, and it's all automated. And it's not like I'm doing challenges every single month. There's other gurus that teach, hey, just do a challenge every month. No, I do it one time, do it really, really good, and just use the dang thing over and over and over again. Then what you can do is start stacking challenges. So I got my weight loss one, I got my diabetes one, time permitting, I'll probably do a thyroid one, and I'll keep stacking these challenges and keep selling this type of stuff. Automated, evergreen, and then I just focus on that. I just focus on the ads. Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads, Instagram, you get the idea. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment below, and I'll see you next time.